Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Fashion slobber knocker. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Mississippi State will be with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Catch in the middle. It's Lovett. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He's going to let it go. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. That is the
10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Mississippi State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Feeling some heat. Pulls it in. It's Humphreys. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
On fourth down, looking to pass. The short hands, it's Bell. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Scanning the field, it's Moncrief. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost interception. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play-action fake, getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They go right back to it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Mississippi State right back to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Dogs! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense in hurry-up mode. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Chapin. Quick completion on the out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the... He lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Moncrief. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Shoots it to the left. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coming after it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Mississippi State going up-tempo.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. They'll run it on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight ends set on third and goal. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Makes the grab outside. It's Bell.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Defense in press coverage. Back to throw. It's Shapen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
He washed up.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to...
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They're bringing heat. Great move there. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The offense will quickly use a timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Going downfield for the big play. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This is a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Moncrief. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This kick would be hard enough, straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kick would be hard enough, straight on, 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And that is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. Lead is huge.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with this big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, Ben. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Keeps the legs moving.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
When you run those routes, those curl routes, just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Looking to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Humphries.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Moncrief. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On fourth down, trying to find his man. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which is...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You make up the game lead.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Moncrief. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He caught it. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Ohio. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mosley.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
After missing the connection.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. It's caught downfield. Off he goes. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation that
You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He's going to take off. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The Dogs get enough to move the chains.
First down for the offense.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action. So much offensive volume this defense has to